Hey guys, Jonah here, back kind of. We'll see how it goes with the beer review. It's been about a week since I've had any beer because I've got hit with a virus and had an accident at home. Had to go to the hospital and yeah, been a pretty bad week. But anyway, we shall see how well we do. My voice and my throat are just gone. There's a possibility that this might be a strep virus, they're saying, in which case I need to have some, what are those things, the drugs that you shouldn't really take? Penicillin, is it? Um, anyway, who knows? Um, but yes, I'm back, dear viewer. And I thought I'd do this beer, a nice gentle one. To get me back into the swing of things. Lost and Grounded, who over in Bristol. It's called In Between Days. It's a Czech Pilsner, or a Bohemian Pilsner. That's the kind of beer that I like. Don't usually like lagers, but if I was to drink lager, I like a kind of Pilsen because they're nice and smooth, bit creamy, etc. Is it going to focus? This can is a bit of a weird colour. So it might not focus very well. In Between Days. Let me try and focus. Let me do a sneaky one. There we go. If it focuses on there, and then we turn it to here. Yeah, there we go. Bristol. I can't quite read that. It's a 3:30. Obviously, it's in date. It's a beer 52 beer. I can't really be bothered to get the magazine out, but from what I've read, there's not really that much going on with the descriptions of these beers. This has been in the fridge for a week, so if it exploded, I would be very, very surprised. But yeah, it hasn't. Let's do the pour. We've got SARS and we've got Kazbek, which is another classic Czech hop. So there is hope. Made by a British craft brewery, and unfortunately they haven't done the lagering process properly. It's very, very cloudy. You could say it's chill haze, but properly done lagers, yeah, you don't get this. It's only the craft breweries who basically can't make proper lagers. So sorry about that, guys. Half a finger's head, really fluffy and white and lovely. I like the look of the head. Yeah, look at that fluffy white clouds. That looks pretty damn good. Apparently they've done a decoction mash. I don't know why I say deconcoction. No, decoction mash, which is basically a long, drawn-out mash to literally get everything out. But it's a bit of sourness on the nose. Not sure about this one. I want to like this beer, but I'm not sure if I will. Anyway, cheers and beers. Thanks for sticking with me. Yeah, sorry I haven't uploaded for a while, but yeah, it's been been a real tough week, and I've been at work. My boss wanted to give me some time off, but no, I've got other problems with time off because of sickness. I really need this job. I don't want to get fired. Cheers and beers. Oh, first beer in a week. Okay. No, this is not a good beer. Well, it depends on your point of view, dear viewer. This is definitely more of a German style beer. This is not a Czech Pilsner. It's using Czech hops. That's fine. but it's not got that smooth, drawn out finish. It's quite bitter on the hopping. Um, should have more malt presence, and it's more hoppy. Obviously, it's cloudy as well, which it shouldn't be. Hey, you've got a nice line on the head, which is a good thing. But yeah, this is not a Bohemian style pils, a Czech style pils. This is more a kind of German style lager, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, I wanted it to be a really nice cream, smooth. I mean, it is reasonably smooth with regards to the malt profile, and that's, I guess, because they haven't put much malt in there. But yeah, I don't think they've done the lagering process properly. And like I say, that does not surprise me at all, being as this is a craft brewery. Craft breweries, in my opinion, cannot make lager properly because they don't spend the time that's needed. It's like the petulant child thinking they know more um, than their parents, or an apprentice knowing more than the actual craftsman, shall we say? And this is a weird thing. I was having a conversation not that long ago about what craft breweries are. What does the word craft mean? Um, and we kind of agreed to disagree to some degree, but we both agreed that it's someone who's put a lot of time in, and we're talking 10 years plus. So anyone in their 20s can be a good brewer, but are they a craft brewer? Well, no, not in my estimation. Same as a craft beer, craft brewery. Um, it's synonymous with modern. That does not mean it is a craft, as in artisan product. Somebody said to me, "Oh, craft breweries, it just means they don't produce much beer." It's like, well, if they all they produce is really terrible beer, does that mean they're craft? It does under their understanding of the term, not mine. It's like head brewers. Oh, I'm the head master brewer, um, and they're in their 20s. It's like, you cannot be a master brewer if you haven't spent the time paying your dues, um, and nor should you want to. It's bizarre that anyone can do um, a 1 day a week course for 2 months and then somehow be able to call themselves a craft brewer. Um, yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like some journalists as well, and policemen as well. Is it just me, or have policemen got really, really young? In my day, the old desk sergeant was a Scottish guy, had a tash, was at least 40 years old, weighed at least sort of 17 stone, like a built guy. These days, thin as a pencil, and they're in their 20s. It's like, dude, if I accidentally kind of bumped you by accident, you'd fall over and then you'd probably arrest me. Anyhow, yeah, this is definitely a lager, and not a good lager in my opinion. Um, the bitterness is a bit sour as well. Um, Potentially that's just from the hops they've used. Um, but yeah, like a lot of these things I've been trying lately, people are trying to copy other beer styles that other countries and other breweries are absolute experts in, hundreds of years sometimes, and then they get upset when people go, "Oh, your beer's not very good." Well, I'm sorry, but this beer is not very good. That said, Lost and Lost and Grounded. I have actually tried some of their beers before, some of their hazy beers, and I actually quite like them. Why not stick to what you're good at instead of trying to brew stuff that you're not good at? I don't think they've done the lagering properly on this. Yeah, still quite hazy. I mean, you can see through it, but it is not crystal cream clean Pilsner lager, which is what it should be. Tell you what, the head's quite good though. Stripy, stripy, stripy. That looks proper. And I tell you what, first beer after you haven't had any beers for a week, really, really good. And it had to be the week that the Wetherspoons Beer Festival's on, which finishes tomorrow, I believe. I've literally only had one day's worth or a couple of days worth of drinking their beers. So I've only done about seven or eight of their beers. Real tragedy. But anyway, that's the way things go. Let me know down in the comments down below, how did I do for my first beer review back? Don't worry, there'll be plenty more, and you know what I'm going to say. They're going to be coming up real soon.